Hey, what's happening? Good morning. How we doing? Good evening. Good day, wherever you at on the side of the world. What's happening? We back. Pass me that plate. Yes, yes, y'all. Man, so much been going on. It's time to catch up. Time to eat. Time to break bread. Time to talk. Man, Texas is hell. Hell froze over. Man. Check out some of these pictures, man. It was really like this out here, man. You know? Texas, man, looking like the tundra, looking like Wisconsin, man. So crazy. Besides the just the sheer shock of the landscape being covered in snow, man, this past week showed me a lot. Really just kind of re-emphasized just the government, they here to govern the people, but at the end of the day, they just regular people making mistakes. So you put your power in people at high power, and you don't get power back. I mean that's just, that's the way in the game, ain't it? But besides all that, man, with Texas, it was really interesting to see not only just the snow, but see people really profiting. A lot of people been talking about Ted Luz, but a lot of people ain't been talking about Jerry Jones, the oil tycoon, and how that motherfucker just straight, he profited last week, straight profited. And so we have to watch who we put in power, because they could be directly just benefiting and not even helping those. And so, like Jerry Jones, I say that because he's been buying up a lot of property in Dallas, and I'm putting your ass on blast too. So, yeah, I'm coming for you, Mister. Don't stand for the flag, Jerry. Yeah, you, old salty Ritz bits cracker. Yeah. Okay, we on one this morning. So, yeah, that's kind of just. That's just kind of how it is. And so, absolute power corrupts absolutely. The thing about Ted Luz, he just got no empathy. And so people feel like, should the man have just, built the forest fire for the whole state of Texas? No. But there is a thing called empathy. When you got your president throwing paper towels to people in Puerto Rico, when you got another president flying over New Orleans, proof's in the pudding, baby. So don't come at me, for me spitting the facts. I got the receipts, baby. So it be like that. But regardless, we got real people. We got real people at the helm now. We got people like Beyonce. We got people like Trader Truth up in Houston, really putting their foot and their money where their mouth is. And so that's where it's really about. It's not about talking that talk, but walking that walk. But yeah, Texas froze over. These are just some pictures. It's interesting. I'm kind of fascinated how this might possibly get politicized in the future, just with these energy companies. Hopefully I'm way the F out of here in somewhere like Colorado, where at least some greenery is legal and I could look at some snow. But man, Texas is on some BS right now. But regardless, look at COVID, baby. COVID staying in the game, baby. COVID knocking motherfuckers out here in the U.S. So stay on alert, stay masked up, stay prayed up. That's all I could say. But man, it's just interesting. Looking at all that's been going on too in the media. There's been so much going on in the media. That's why I didn't even want to really. I like to let stuff marinate, you feel me? I like to let things just permeate, as you say. My man Kodak out, my man Smurda, he out too. Shout out to Bobby, they call me Bobby, bitch. I'm so excited for dude, man, and I don't subscribe to the street life, and the hardest dudes I knew, they never served time. hardest dudes I knew, they never picked up 9. So, what you know about it? But what I'm trying to say is, like, I do commend people with loyalty. You know, people that have principles, that stand by the principles regardless of what other think. You know, they're just themselves. And so, you know, there's a lot of buffoonery coming out and a lot of good coming out. You know, so shouts out to them. You know, and another thing too, I want to kind of talk about Bobby Shmurda and just the whole hip hop is interesting, bro, because they like to use black men. I'll just say black men as like the example. And the thing about Shmurda that's so beautiful and so interesting is that hip hop love to preach that you're not gonna snitch shit. But then when you get in front of that judge, you get in front of that court, you know, the truth will tell. And so that's what's so unique about the whole Bobby Shmurda case, is that there was some people that really got caught up. They really stood behind their morals and they really stood down on that shit. And so, you know, hip hop, you know, they like to do that a lot. They like to find these black men like Wayne. You know, Wayne didn't even really have the gun on him in New York. I felt like they were really trying to set an example for people rappers come to New York. You know, this ain't no fucking game. This ain't no shoot 'em up. You know, this is Wall Street. This is stocks. This is bonds. You know, these are white men with wealth. We protecting this motherfucker by all means. You know, shouts out to my uncle too. He said he was watching this show, so pardon my French if my words is a little too spicy at this morning. And we got my dog. He turning up too right now. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. Come on. Say hey for the camera. What's that? This is my dog Gumbo. He barking. Yeah, he get turned up too. So that's where we at with it. Yeah. So shouts out to Jay-Z. Jay-Z, that man is like my spirit animal or something. You know, the thing that we have to really understand about this man. Look at this picture. That is the American black man's dream. That's America's nightmare, but a black man's dream. Quoted by Fonte. Check him out, little brother. That's a fire ass bar. America's nightmare, but a black man's dream. Hair don't care. Money from here to there. I tell you, man, that is the way to do it, man. You know, we talk about Cam Newton and his shit, but man, when you walk up in the building and you can buy that motherfucker and can't nobody tell you nothing, boy, that's some boss ass shit. People that don't even look like you, they used to shun you for looking like the way you look, and then you could walk in the building and own that bitch. That's fucking motivation, my nigga. I don't know what is, man. Shouts out to Jay-Z. Donate a little something too to the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. Give me a little bread to put in my pocket. Shit. That's what I'm talking about, man. And you know, and it's just funny because like I love that verse too that he said in that song. You know, this is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. You know, it really, like, this is what it feels like to wake up and to be free. Like when you can wake up, own something, be your own boss of something, change lives around what you've created. That's such a liberating feeling, and it's not only liberating to yourself, but it's liberating to others. And so Jay-Z truly is the definition of a hustler. In the true sense. In the true sense. You know, and so we were talking about Jerry Jones, and, you know, he had it easy. White boys, you know, they parents die, they get trust funds. You know, niggas die, where's the trust? And so it's like, that is just, I'm floored, and I'm constantly reminded of how I gotta do and how you should do. And so Jay-Z is just like, people love to say, oh, he sold crack and, you know, he did this and that. Look at Malcolm X, pimping hoes. Look at Malcolm X in jail. Look at Malcolm X in the books. And so some people, you know, everybody got a book. Everybody got a story. You know, some chapters people like to read out loud. Some chapters people don't. But man, when that book is finished, how do you want that book to be read? And so that's just kind of where we at right now. Man, I got some more. I can't wait to get some people on the line that I want to introduce y'all to. Really amazing people. So the show, please feel free to comment, subscribe, like. I love y'all. You know, the Cash App down below, Catching Up with Chris. You know, always feel free to drop some organic topics, some organic food. Feel free to drop in. I love y'all, and go get yours. One.